let out. You know what? This is where they finish. So you want to keep, they finish on this school. Start here and where they finish. Okay, well, put your right fingertip right there. You go left and right. Right there, I'm sorry. Right there. You feel a little too. Zoom in, zoom out. Kind of get used to it. You got it, yeah.
Bad, Noah. What? Bad. No.
I'd be high. This isn't a great place. Where do you want to go? You got table considerations, but you also got the judges right here and scoring. So you're free to move it. Here's one thing you want to keep in mind. There's a bubble right there. You want to try to get that level. And there you go. If the bubble, look, if the bubble, can you see the bubble? Right there? That's, thank you, sir. Do the very best we can. We were supposed to be wireless. We've actually got a wireless in I think she can put them on. Hey, you did great. I'm serious. This is so good.
First call, event number 1, men's 200-yard medley relay. First call, event number 2, women's 200-yard medley relay. Please report behind the block.
Joe Thomas? Who's? Nice. Good job, Thomas.
Like Stephen Hawking all slunched over in that. You know who he is?
No.
He's probably one of the most famous scientists in the world. He had Lou Gehrig's disease. It's a miracle. It's working. He stood up. Yeah, I know he's healed.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get ready. All right, look, I'm gonna pop this off. All right, we need to start going that way, so we need to sit up on the right side.
Hello, I'm here. Are you there?
The right shoulder goes on top.
And we're back at the natatorium. We just had some technical difficulties. If you are watching the basketball game, you're now back at the swim meet. First, we have the 200 medley relay. In lane 1, we have the Lovett B relay with Charlie Coker, Tyler Lamberson, Madison King, and Cal Barwis. Cal is a senior. In lane 3, we have the Lovett A medley relay with Brett Hull, senior, Towner Shunk, senior, Stuart Hammond, senior, and Connor Chevalier, who is also a senior.
Have we finished our street malfunction? Very good.
I believe there has been a change in the A relay. Instead of Towner, it will be Pross Watts swimming breaststroke. We should be getting started in just a few seconds. We have to get all the timers and officials ready for the meet.
What? Do I have a timer? Lane 1? Timer lane 2.
And here we go.
Lane 2.
Timer lane 3. Lane 4 timer. Lane 5. Lane 6.
The first leg of the medley relay is backstroke, and then breaststroke, then butterfly, then freestyle. First, we have the backstrokers in the water, which would be Brett Holt and Charlie Coker for Lovett.
They are in lanes 1 and 3.
Take your mark.
And the first heat of the medley relay is off.
Lane 1 from Lovett. Cooper.
Brett Holt starting off strong. The Lovett lines and backstroke. He is normally a butterflyer, but today he is swimming
Lane 1 Christian. Stevens.
backstroke.
Lang. Cron and Dean. Lane 3 from Lovett. Cole. Schultz. Hammond. Chevalier. Lane 4 from Landmark Christian. Faust. McLaughlin.
Solid swim for Brett Holt, coming in at a 29.84. Cross with the breaststroke in lane 3.
Lovett still carrying the lead.
Tyler Lamberson in for lane 1's breaststroke. Cross pulling away here in the final breaststroke lap. Cross coming in at a minute .82. Stuart Hammond swimming butterfly. Madison King swimming butterfly for the B relay. Stewart just excelling in the water right now. He is just flying through the water.
Madison King catching up, almost pulling the Lions out of last place.
Connor Chevalier with the freestyle.
He has just passed.
Connor is a full half lap ahead of Whitfield
We have
and will be coming in
Cal.
first place.
in for the B relay swimming freestyle. He's a senior.
The A relay finished a 1:53.12. That is a 2.5 second drop.
We have the Scene Cal pulling away for a great finish.
B relay coming in at 2:13.08. It's a 18 second add. Good swims from both relay teams. And good first place for the Lovett Lions. Start off the meet. Our girls are behind the blocks right now. In lane 2, we have the Lovett B relay with Megan O'Shaughnessy, Margaret Ann Coleman, Madison Walker, and Kate Pitfield in the first heat. First, we have Megan O'Shaughnessy swimming backstroke in the first leg.
They are in the second lane.
Lane number 2 from Lovett.
Good start for Megan with the lead.
Lane number 3, Eagles Landing, Joseph Rozier.
Megan starting to pull away here near the end first lap.
Walker. Lane number 5 from Whitfield, Warner, Lowe, Nestor, Welliker.
Whitfield catching up in second place.
It's going to be neck and neck.
For the girls, Margaret Ann Coleman swimming breaststroke. The girls' backstroke leg came in at a 35.54.
Lovett beginning to pull away.
Margaret Ann really started pulling away here. She's got her breaststroke kick really powerful in getting a good, nice reach into her strokes.
An amazing job.
Kate swimming the butterfly for the B relay. Kate has already started to find that rhythm. Like I said earlier, this meet is all about getting their mental mindset first, because that's really what's going to allow them to go even faster than their actual physical ability. And as you see, Kate really in her rhythm on the fly.
The Whitfield swimmer starting to catch up. Madison Walker just dove in, swimming the freestyle leg. Madison's pulling away. What a great job.
Great finish by the Lovett Lions, coming in first place at a time of 2:23.54.
They previously
Amazing.
had no time on this event.
Amazing relay time for the Lovett B girls.
We're gonna go see if we can get the girls' game fired back up.
Next, we will have the Heat 2 of the girls, which our Lovett A girls will be swimming in. First, we have Charlotte Lee, Georgia Hayes, Kimberly, Virginia Jane, Huntgren, and Lila Nelson. They're seated at a 2:14.09.
We are waiting for the Whitfield swimmer.
Heat 2.
Charlotte Lee swimming the backstroke for the Lovett Lions in the second heat of the relay.
Okay, clear mark.
Great underwaters for Charlotte.
It's all pretty neck and neck right now.
Whitfield in first, going into the turn. Charlotte Lee really swimming hard. She is in second place, coming in at a time of 33.28.
How it's always turned down here? Just whenever you're ready.
Whitfield taking the lead, but
Same spot, pointed 90 degrees.
Georgia Hayes, Kimberly coming back strong.
Third one, third channel, okay. I'll just leave it on. Now it's on. If you want to chat.
The Lions still trying to take back the lead.
Hey. Also, whenever you start chatting, go ahead and pull your hit the playhead and pull your grab.
Georgia really trying to stay in this race, not letting Whitfield pull away too quickly.
I'll be right back. Wait, Noel.
Virginia Jane really flying through the water. She cut the lead. She cut the lead into almost neck and neck.
We got a great race here. Bring them home.
It's going to be up to the freestylers to see who will win this
How many
matchup.
views we got?
Lila needs to really pick up the pace here. Looks like Whitfield still in first. Let's see at the turn. Both turned about the same time.
Neck and neck.
Neck and neck, but I
Love
think
it.
Lila's pulling away here. And I believe so. Lovett wins this race.
Yes.
With a time of 2:11.04. That is a 3-second drop. Overall, nice job for the ladies.
Excellent commentary.
So far, Lovett has placed first in both relays. Next up, we have the men's 200-yard freestyle, where we have our very own Connor Chevalier in lane 2 with the no time. After this race is over. Connor is a senior at Lovett, and this will be his last home meet of his career.
Event number 3, men's 200-yard freestyle.
58.90.
Here we go with Connor Chevalier in lane 2. A good start from Connor. A little broken on his streamline, but it's definitely something we can fix before the state meet, which he will be attending.
He's pacing himself, making sure he doesn't lose all of his energy within the first couple of laps.
His first 50 with the 28.66. Connor, fun fact about Connor, he only swims freestyle and is a sprinter, and this is his first distance event.
If anybody has an oxygen tank, please let us know.
Connor really trying to pace himself well here so he doesn't run out of gas. It's very key in distance races to pace yourself. As a fellow distance swimmer, you cannot sprint the whole thing because you will die of gas. Or you will be out of gas and you won't be able to go anywhere.
Tire cuts 30. You gotta cut some breaking news. Tyler Anderson has cut 30. He cut 30 off.
Connor's first 50 was a minute .54.
He's also carrying the lead right now.
Coming into his third 50 and his final 50 of the race, ending his third 50. He's at a 1:33.75. Connor really swimming this race really well. I did not expect for him to swim the 200 freestyle, knowingly that he is a sprinter and doesn't really like distance events. But
he seems to be putting in some speed at the end.
He takes the lead with the time of 2:06.34.
What a great finish.
Good swim for Connor Chevalier. Whitfield, or Paideia actually came in second with the time of 2:08, which is a minute drop and for him. And then Taylor Wade came in third place at a time of 2:25 with a 1 second drop. Next up, we have the women's 200 freestyle. We have no Lovett swimmers in this event, but we have multiple Whitfield and Riverwood swimmers.
Number 2, Whitfield, Sarah Riole. Number 3, Eagles Landing, Mariah Poitier.
Right now in lane 3, we have Sarah Cornegay. She is in the lead for Eagles Landing High School. Came in at a time of 29.7. Really using her legs to her advantage here. Something that a lot of distance swimmers struggle with is kicking, especially myself.
Using your legs is key so you don't tire out your arms.
The Eagles Landing swimmer in lane 3 comes in at a 1:03.37 into our second 100. The third 50 in any distance, actually in the 200 is the hardest 50 there is, because after you paced your 100, this is the 50 that you pick up the pace and you get in the rhythm of things. And then the last 50, you just have whatever you have in the tank. And she comes in at a 1:39.02. Her seated time was a 2:14.16, and she looks on pace to beating that. The Eagles Landing swimmer in lane 3 comes in first place by a long ways away at a time of a 2:15.05 with a 1 second addition to her time. Excuse me, that was Whitfield swimmer in lane 4. She actually dropped time, and she came in second place. And in third place, we had Jordan Walter from Paideia. And in fourth place, Sarah from Whitfield. And then in last place, a swimmer from Eagles Landing. That concludes our 200 freestyle events. Next, we have the 200-yard individual medleys. We have Blaze Achkar, a senior from Lovett, swimming in lane 5. Blaze is going to state for the 100 freestyle and the 200 freestyle. He qualified at our last meet at the Madeline G. Brown Invitational at Georgia Tech. He's already a body length ahead of everyone in the race. He comes in his butterfly time at a 28.5. In a medley event, it goes butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, freestyle. But in the medley relay, it goes backstroke, breaststroke, butterfly, freestyle. So the same strokes, just different order. Blaze breaking apart his streamline there in lane 5, showing some signs of tiredness so far. He comes into his 100 with a time of a 1:04.9. Fun fact about Blaze, he everywhere he goes in the world, whether he's traveling in the United States or outside, he calls a club swim team and asks to practice with them. So he makes sure he gets his yardages in. And it really pays off for Blaze because he wants to go swim in college, and swimming every day will really help with that. Good work from Blaze so far. Half a pool length ahead of everyone. Starting his freestyle, he came in at a 1:45.9. Blaze coming in just a little at 10 meters away, looking at a lap length ahead of everyone, coming in at a 2:19.69.
What a strong finish.
Blaze had no time for this event, and now he just made a Lovett A cut. Paideia in second place of a time with the 2:31. No gain or no drop for Ethan in lane 3. In third place, we had a swimmer from
Eagles Landing.
Eagles Landing.
Event number 6, women's 200-yard individual medley.
Next, we have the women's 200-yard medley, where we have Charlotte Lee and Catherine O'Brien swimming.
In lanes 4 and 5 for Lovett.
Lane number 2 for Whitfield, Ilsa Messner. Lane number 3 from Whitfield, Cassie Bailey. Lane number 4 from Lubbock, Charlotte Lee. Lane number 5 from Lubbock, Catherine O'Brien. Lane number 6 from Eagles Landing, Dominique Fuller.
All right. To my right, we have a Lovett swimmer, Russell Overly, who will be going to state in many different events. Please tell us about your state cuts.
This is my first year swimming. Very excited to come back out here. Swam as a young kid, and it's great to come out here and swim for my school. So I made some state cuts in the 50 free, the 100 free, the 100 back, and the 3 relays. So very excited.
Interesting. Would you please walk us through your kind of pre-swim meet routine and like how you managed to qualify for state in so many events?
My pre-meet routine probably consists of a lot of music, a lot of slapping my muscles, get the blood flowing. I mean, it's really just mind games, so I think to myself, I imagine my race in my head, and then just go out and do it.
Thank you, Russell. We have 2 of the Lovett swimmers right now, and if there's any swimmers watching, what advice would you give them?
I mean, I know when I'm swimming, I think about the end. I know in the moment it's pretty hard, but just know at the end it's all going to be worthwhile, and you'll look up at that time and you'll be proud of yourself. So just put in the work in the moment, and then you'll reap what you sow.
Thank you, Russell. Charlotte Lee and Catherine O'Brien are
behind a Whitfield swimmer. Lovett is holding the 2nd and 3rd place spots.
Charlotte Lee was seated with the 2:40.15, and Catherine O'Brien has no time. So looks like Charlotte and Catherine are fighting for that 2nd place spot, even though they're on the same team. I believe
looks
Charlotte
like Charlotte
Lee
might win. Oh, maybe Catherine outdid her.
Catherine wins by a... No, Charlotte wins. Charlotte loses by 0.10 of a second. Good race for the girls. Really came out strong, got 2nd and 3rd place for the Lovett Lions. Eagles Landing swimmer in lane 6, finishing up her 50 freestyle. That's actually really good. I didn't think you did that well.
That's insane.
This event can be really challenging, and I don't blame the girl in lane 6, Dominique Bullard from Eagles Landing. You can get out of gas really quickly, and
it's very important to pace yourself in these events.
it's also very important to get a lot of air during your race because your muscles need it to move and go faster.
Yes.
Good overall swim for the girls in this race. Next up, we have the boys 50-yard freestyle.
The first heat.
First heat, we have Morgan Whittle in lane 2, seated at 35.15, and then in lane 3, Aldrich Zhang from Lovett. He's actually a middle schooler swimming up with the time of a 32.15. Let's see what these boys can do.
We seem to be having a little bit of a delay.
I think it's with the officials, but here we go.
Okay, cue mark.
And here we go. Padilla seems to be leading at this moment.
Owen Nesbitt from Paideia seems to not have a time, and he is zooming through the water.
Aldrich claiming second.
Owen coming in at first at a 28-21. Aldrich coming in at a 32-21. Avery Fuller coming in at a 34-59, and then Morgan Whittle coming in fourth place with a 34-61.
Next up is Heat 2. In lane 1, we have Charlie Coker for Lovett. In lane 2, we have Tyler Lamberson for Lovett. In lane 4, we have Cal Forrest for Lovett. And in 5, we have Noah Clayton for Lovett.
Noah Claxton for Lovett. This will be Cal's last 50 free of the season. This will be his last meet, and it is his senior year, so he will come out strong. Charlie Coker came in 6th place. Tyler came in 5th place. Cal came in 4th place, and Noah came in 2nd place. Noah actually broke 30.
Next up is Heat 3 with Madison King in lane 2 and Pross Watts in lane 3.
Madison King is a freshman, and Pross is a senior. You may have seen Pross from diving. He is, in my opinion, All-American for diving.
I agree with that statement.
Pross coming in at a 24-33, and Madison coming in at 26-51.
They placed first and second for Lovett.
Event number 8, a women's 50-yard freestyle in Heat 1, no Lovett swimmers.
We have a lot of heats in this event. It is one of the most swum events.
Lane number 2, Eagles Landing, Anna Burris. Lane number 3, Paideia, Indian Gray. Lane number 4, Eagles Landing, Ariel Coon.
Lane 3, Phoebe and Gray from Paideia is in the lead. She's quite a far way ahead. And she's finishing at 41.79.
Heat 2 for the girls 50 freestyle. Once again, no Lovett
Take
swimmers.
your mark.
Lane number 1, Angelica Tilton, Eagles Landing. Lane number 2, Jasmine Sinclair, Eagles Landing. Lane number 3, Ruben Simpson, Paideia. Lane number 4, Jackie Alden.
Lane number 4 is leading this race, Delphine Tani Diaz. She is from Paideia and is set to swim a 38.72. She's shaved about 2 seconds off of her time. Great job. This is Heat 3 of the 50-yard freestyle. We have Margaret Ann Coleman for Lovett in lane 3 and Raquel Watkins in the 4th lane.
Lane number 1, Whitfield, Harriet Whitelocker. Lane number 2, for Paideia, Shelby Pullen. Lane number 3, for Lovett, Margaret Ann. Lane number 4, for Lovett.
Margaret Ann Coleman seems to be leading this one. It's pretty neck and neck at this moment. She seems to be pulling away. And the Lions take the win. She swam a 32:18, which is shaving off a bit of her time.
Thank you, Mark.
This is heat 4 with in lane 1 Megan O'Shaughnessy for Lovett, and in lane 3 Kate Pitfield.
Kate is one of the team captains for the Lovett Lions and is a senior. Kate comes in with the time of a 32.8, and Megan comes in at a time of 32.6.
Thank you, Mark.
In the heat 5 for the 50 freestyle for the ladies. In lane 2, Erin O'Shaughnessy. In lane 4, Virginia Jane Holtgreen. She is a middle schooler. And in lane 6, we have Harper Finch. Harper and Erin are both also women's team captains for the Lovett Lions. Virginia Jane comes in with the time of 29.3. Erin comes in with the time of 30.7, and Harper comes in with the time of 32.6.
This is the final heat of the 50-yard girls freestyle.
We have freshman Madison Walker in lane 1 and junior Cameron Colavito in lane 3.
Cameron's in the lead.
Great turn by Cameron, really exploding off the wall. Cameron really digging her strokes to get a really powerful and strong pull.
Madison still fighting.
Cameron coming in at first at 26.57, and Madison coming in at a 28.48. Cameron missed the state cut by 7/100ths of a second. The time is 26.5, and she went 26.57. But I have no doubt that she'll get it next meet. Now we will go to our senior dives, because it is senior night. So.
Let me show you a little trick with this. You cock that thing, you pull that.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a moment, we're going to introduce our seniors. Would our senior swimmers and divers please meet their parents out in the hallway, out towards the Wallace? We'll get started in just a moment.
We have a lot of seniors on this team this year. Most of them who are on the swim team also played on the water polo team that happened to win the state championship this year, and I happened to be a part of it. I was very lucky to be a part of it, and I'm very lucky to be a part of this swim team.
The seniors really do lead this swim team.
John, we're going to get set up for senior dive. All right. Cameron, right? Okay. So this is going to be a little bit interesting. Let me show you what you're going to have to do.
We will begin the senior walks in just a few minutes.
Put my fingertips on it like this, and then put my arm against my body, and then I use my legs. See how I'm handling my legs? I'm not moving my arm on this. And you only need to move it. Don't get them up on the diving board. Oh, I gotta get this thing out. See the diving board right there? When they first step up there, and you're going to walk out the diving board, do a bounce, and then hit the splash. And you'll go back and catch the next one. Now these are probably since they're seniors. They might be really good. Maybe a couple of some crazy wacky stuff. Hang on a second. I'm going to show it to you. Hey, John, can you hear me? John Gilkis, can you hear me? John Gilkis, can you hear me? Not yet. Can you hear me okay? Yeah, I hear you now. I got a shot of film over here coming over a color.
First up in our senior walk, we have senior Blaze Achikar, one of the team captains for the meet, or for the team. Fun fact about Blaze Achikar, he swims 365 days of the year. And when he travels, he calls club teams so he can practice with them. He's very committed to this sport and hopefully wants to pursue it in college. Blaze has 2 state cuts currently. He has been on the swim team for 4 years, since freshman year, and his state cuts are in the 100 free and the 200 free. Also, another fun fact about Blaze is he loves to wear Speedos. His swimsuit drawer is full with Speedos. That was a very excellent dive from Blaze. Our next senior in the senior walk is Cole Arndt, a diver. He's been diving since middle school. He's very committed to the sport.
His event specialty is gunning every dive. He's got too many accounts.
He is qualified for state so far. In diving, you need a total of 200 points to qualify for state, and he did that. Cole is going to perform his senior dive in a dragon onesie, so it should be interesting. Very weird senior quote, but says something about his character. As you can see, Cole's senior dive happens to be in a dragon onesie. Let's see how this goes. Oh, what an excellent dive from Cole in a dragon suit. Fortunately, he got it all wet, though, because it was a pretty cool suit. I kind of wanted to wear it. But our next senior in the walk is Cal Barwis. Cal, the mighty stallion, is a football star on the offensive line. He's a swimmer, and he plans to do track and field for the Lovett Lions. Cal is a very positive guy on the team. He has an impact on everyone. He is the senior class president. This is Cal's first year swimming. He is doing exceptionally well. A nice little flip from Cal. Nice little touch. Congrats to Cal. Next senior in the walk, we have Connor Chevalier, accompanied by his mom and dad. This is Connor's third year on the swim team. He's like 6'9". Connor will be going to the state meet on a relay in hopes to qualify in an individual event. Connor is the team comedian, as we say. Him and Ben really give everyone a nice laugh, really make everyone feel welcome on the team. Ooh, back flop for Connor. Next up, we have Harper Finch. She's a team captain. She is in the orchestra. She also is a very enthusiastic person on the swim team. She is on the headmaster's list, and she is a two-time swimmer of the meet. Harper was also on the water polo team, the water polo state champion team. She played a very key role in that team. Harper just did attempted to do a can opener. Very, very good dive for her. Our next senior is Stuart Hammond. He is a very, very enthusiastic person. Very, very, has a very, very good positive attitude. Never backs down to any of the challenges he faces. He is part of the Long Distance Club, LDC as they call it. Stuart will be attending Duke University next year. He's now sitting on the block. A perfect dive for Stewart. Congrats to Stewart. Our next senior is Brett Hull. This, fun fact, is his first eligible meet since freshman year. He has been tardy every other day, except for this one, and it happens to be senior night, so works out. He is on the state team currently with the relay, and hopefully is going to get the 100 fly cut, which is he's 1/100th of a way off.
His favorite swim was whichever one was the shortest. His favorite swim memory is getting to yell, "Chicken!" And his favorite quote is, "You're wrong." By Ben, who says it every day.
Oh, belly flop for Brett Hull. Quite an enthusiastic flop, if you will.
Our next senior is Miss Erin O'Shaughnessy.
Our next senior is Erin O'Shaughnessy. She's also another team captain. This is Erin's 6th year on the swim team.
She's good at all of them, so she doesn't have one. She can do it all.
She is what we call the I ammer, because she can do all of the strokes.
Got her first meet freshman year. Her favorite swim meet was when we matched up against Social Circle. And her favorite swim memory is meeting both of my sisters whenever we race. And here's her quote: "You can't do 1050s kick under a minute. You shouldn't be a swimmer."
Nice flip for Aaron. Executed perfectly. Our next senior is Kate Pitfield. Kate is a team captain. She is a very enthusiastic person. She tries to make friends with everyone. She's a freestyle and backstroker.
Biggest fan, senior superlative. College is TBD, and favorite swimming is Washington Park. Favorite swim team memory is MK's pre-meet wrap. While Kate determines her senior dive, I wanna put in my own quote here for Kate. She put not applicable for awards. Something I want to say about Kate is a quote that I really enjoy. It says, "When you do things right, people will be sure you've done anything at all." Kate is always doing the right thing. She's always there to help out. She's been so much, always reliable on this team. So thank you, Kate.
Congrats to Kate on a great season, great year.
Kate's quote. She put, "Bring y'all brought to bed because we're about to go ham."
A simple dive for Kate. Our next senior is Lindsay Pugh. Lindsay is a diver.
That specialty is working the table. And her awards, she says, I think we'll go next year. College, she's going to University of Tennessee. Congratulations.
She will be attending the University of Tennessee.
Her favorite swimming memory is with Coach Joe at morning practice. And the quote we have here is from Cole. The quote says, "Oh look, she's finally here."
Let's see what the diver can do. Nice solid front flip for Lindsay.
Our next senior is Miss MK Schmerschel.
Next we have MK Schmerschel. MK is my orchestra stand partner. She is a world-class rapper for beginning of the meets. She is in the LDC club. She is a distance swimmer with freestyle. She swam all 4 years of high school. And she's very academically well, too.
Favorite swim team memory is winning third in state in the 4x100 relay. And her quote, "It feels good to be good."
Don't know what that was, but congrats to MK.
Congratulations, Mary Catherine. All right, and our next senior is Mr. Towner Shum.
Our next senior is Towner Shump. He's in lane 6 when he practices. Towner is a very enthusiastic person. He's a comedian, actually, on our swim team. He he's known for his leg cramps.
Favorite swim team member encouraged the English competition, and his quote is, "You're almost done," which was told to him every day by Caitlin when we still had an hour and a half left to practice.
Perfect backflip for Towner. And our final senior is Mr. Crosswalks. He is a great leader and is a team captain on the team. He's a All-American diver. He's not the best listener, though. I happen to be his counter for the 500, and he does not listen to me. I'll tell you that much. Pross will be attending the state meet on a relay.
College, she's taking time off for space travel from the Space Force. Favorite swim meet would be the senior night meet. Favorite swim team memory would be the captain's time dive competition. And Pross's quote here is, if you know, do you know?
That was a big boy dive right there by Pross. That concludes our senior dives.
Seniors coming up for a picture and a little present for you. And after that, you guys, you get more off, you ready for some more lesbians.
We will have a brief warm-up, 5 to 10 minutes, and we will see you after that break.
Okay, Cole. Jump into my arms, Cole.
Timers, please report behind the blocks. Timers, please report. Timers, please report. First funnel event number 11, men's 100-yard butterfly. Butterflyers, please report to the block. Also, first funnel event number 12, women's 100-yard butterfly.
Okay. So, get ready with the wheelchair. Are you ready? That's my fault.
Seniors, please come over to the timing table.
Let me show you something. Come over here. This tightens the friction. Okay. If I crank that all the way down, look, it's not going anywhere. The problem is, if you need to move it, it jerks around. Okay. So it's kind of a dance. You got to loosen it just enough to where it doesn't fall over, but you can still tilt smoothly. That's why you want to be able to just do the slightest fingertip movement. That is the tilt. This is the pan. Pan left, pan right, tilt up, tilt down, zoom in, zoom out.
So going like this makes it like tighter.
Yeah, righty tighty, lefty loosey. And you got a second one over here on this other side. Not all of them. All right.
Butterflies, please report to the block.
One of this wheelchair.
Did you see me? Did you see me swimming? Like rolling away, so I locked this wheel.
Oh, thank you. Don't hold it.
Oh yeah.
Watch out. Oh,
Oh, it's fine. This thing. Totally fine.
that's a boom.
They're gonna take that anyway. They'll only use yours if it doesn't work. Okay.
It just the computer did it. That's awesome.
Get on the timer. Lane 1. I'm lane 2. I'm lane 3. I'm lane 4.
We got 24 races.
5 and 6.
Good job, you're a warrior.
Bench number 11. Men's 100-yard butterfly. Speed 1.
Just kind of remember, keep up with the leader. I'll stay even.
Lane 2 and Madison King, freshman in
Okay,
lane 3.
your mark.
Lane number 2. Republic Senior. Stuart Cannon. Lane number 3. 11. Madison King.
To my right, we have guest commentator Cooper McCabe.
All right, we've got who's that? Lane 3 in the lead with Madison King taking the lead against Stuart Hammond and Ethan. Madison is a Lovett swimmer. He is in the band program. Yeah.
I believe Madison King is trying to make the state cut right here. The state cut is 58.5.
See if Madison can do it.
He went out in a 28.95.
Madison currently going in for the finish. Let's see if he can make the state cut.
About 2 body lengths ahead of him, of everyone.
Madison finishing first place with a strong lead, 101.92.
He added about 0.8 of a second.
Good job, Madison.
Thanks, Cooper. Next up, we have event 12, the girls 100-yard butterfly.
Okay, your mark.
In the first heat, we do not have any Lovett swimmers. All 3 of these swimmers, or all 2, have a no time.
Lane 4 is currently in the lead, but it's a close race. Lane 4 taking a stronger lead against Lane 2, which is, I do not know how to pronounce that. I'm not going to try.
Whitfield is in the lead. Good underwaters for the Paideia swimmer, Sarah.
Lane 4 taking a stronger lead. Lane 4 is at a good pace.
Coming in strong in and out of the turn is very key in events like these, because you need your legs so much that, or you need your arms so much that when you push off the wall and you do your dolphin kicks, you could save just fraction amount of the time off your arms, and that really
Lane
adds
4.
up.
Lane 4 coming in first place with a 1:10 and a half. 7.7 seconds ahead of Lane 2.
Next we have event 13, the men's. Or actually we have a heat 2 of the 100 butterfly. We also have no Lovett swimmers in this heat.
Lane 3 taking the lead early on, going in for the flip turn, the open turn. Lane 3 is maintaining the lead with a close tie between lanes 2 and 4. Lane 4 is taking the lead against Lane 2 and is approaching on Lane 3.
Charlotte won. Oh yeah, one of those.
Lane 3 coming out of the flip turn at a 1:13. Maintaining the lead. Looks like this is going to be a strong win for
Eagles Landing.
Yep.
It's close between Whitfield and Eagles Landing though. Whitfield making a late comeback.
Oh, it's going to be a close finish.
Looks like Whitfield overtook the Eagles
wow.
Landing girl.
Barely beating them by only 0.9 seconds. Whitfield taking the win for Heat
Good
2.
swims for the ladies. Next event is event 13, the men's 100-yard freestyle. In the first heat, we have Morgan Whittle, Cal Barwis, and Noah Claxton, all from Lovett.
Men's 100-yard freestyle, heat 1.
Take your mark.
Good starts for all three Lovett swimmers. Noah Claxton taking a very, very early lead.
This is Noah Claxton's first year swimmer. He has made great improvements over the course of the season. He has a very strong lead over all the other lanes, but lane 3 with Cal Barwis, a senior tonight, is catching up.
Cal making a strong comeback. Cal
Go.
securing that second place spot into the 50.
Noah and Cal still going strong with lane 2 with Morgan Whittle.
Noah starting to inch up on Noah and take over the lead. It'll be a close one in the turn.
Cal and Noah are both coming out of the turn at about a 55.
Both just turned on the jets. We'll see who wins this one out.
This is going to be a very close race. Lots of kicking and lots of strokes going on.
Looks like Noah came back and won it with a time of 1:10.02, and Cal coming in second with a 1:10.95.
Noah barely taking the lead by a second.
Good swim from all three of those Lovett guys. And then heat 2, we have Charlie Coker in lane 1 with the seed time of 1:11.45.
Take your mark.
Good dive for Charlie Coker right at the bottom of your screen.
Charlie Coker in about third place right now with lane 3 coming in for the lead, but lane 2 is also coming in.
You know, one thing, Cooper, is on these sprint and distance events, you really need to use your legs as much as possible.
Absolutely. Legs are crucial. Found that it's easy to forget about legs, but they're an important part of the stroke. Lane 2 and 3 in a close race right now. Lane 2 taking the lead. Charlie Coker in lane 1 still in 3rd place. Lane 2 coming out of the turn. It's a good turn.
Charlie making a good finish.
Lane
Still in 3rd.
Lane 2 securing 1st place at 102.91. And Charlie Coker in lane 1 securing 3rd place.
Charlie with the 108, dropping 3 seconds off of his 100 time.
It's impressive, Charlie.
The next heat, we have 5 Lovett seniors swimming, and all right next to each other. We have Connor Chevalier in lane 2 with a 54 seat time. Blaze Achikar in lane 3 with a 51.88 seat time. Brett Hull in lane 4 with a 54.54 seat time. It's Stuart Hammond in lane 5 with a 56.81 and Towner Shunks with a 59.
Those were some good dives from the senior boys. We have lane 4 taking the lead. Lane 4 would be Brett Hull.
Brett taking that early lead. Blaze coming back with those strong legs like we just talked about.
It's going to be a close race between lanes 3 and 4, but 1 and 2 also have some potential to come back.
Brett seems to be forgetting about his legs, but it's one of the most crucial parts of the stroke.
I could not agree more, Avi.
Blaze really, you can see, is kicking really hard.
It looks like lane 4 with Brett Hull is about to secure 1st place, but lanes 1, 2, and 5 are all going to be a close tie for 3rd. And just barely securing the lead, Brett Hull takes 1st place.
Dropping 2 seconds off of his time, and what a great race by all 5 of these seniors. Event number 14, women's 100 freestyle. Event 1 of 4 contains all of Eagles Landing's ladies.
Lane 2 taking a significant lead in the beginning. Great dive from lane 2.
As you can see, there's not many very swimmers here today from each school. I know for at least the Lovett team, it's just the seniors and a couple of the swimmers whose this is their last meet.
It's going to be a pretty easy win for lane 2.
By a whole full lap length ahead. Eagles Landing will take the easy dub.
As you can see, they're coming out of their final flip turn at a 55. Lane 4 seems to be resting at the wall.
Excellent swim by lane 2's Eagles Landing, Mary Rosier. In lane 4, we have Deanna Burris. Going into her last flip turn at a time of 1:42. She touches the bottom, which is an automatic disqualification, and rests on the wall. But she's trying to make a strong, strong, strong finish. Strong finish for Deanna. Very, very strong finish.
Congratulations to both swimmers for
Coming
their
in a 2:20.18.
congratulations to both swimmers for their great effort in this race.
Heat 2, we have Raquel Walkins in lane 3 for the Lovett Lions.
Okay, gear mark.
Raquel taking an early lead by almost half a body length.
Raquel really only getting further leads as seconds go by. Going into her first flip turn at a 16 flat. This looks like it's going to be an easy win for Raquel.
Don't say that. Great first 50 for Raquel, coming in at a 37.8. Raquel finishing very strong here. Looking at a big time drop if she can get to the wall under a 125. Will she do it? All around, great effort for Raquel. Coming in at a 127.07. Heat 3 of 4, next heat of the ladies 100-yard freestyle, as Idea, Landmark Christian, and Eagles Landing in this heat. No Lovett swimmers. Pretty close race from the start, though.
Lane 5 had a strong start, but lanes 1 and 2 are quickly catching up.
Close right into the turn.
It's going to be a close tie between the lanes 1, 2, and 5. Lanes 1 and 2 barely inches apart from one another. It looks like it's lane 1. Oh, lane 1 going into the turn slightly faster. Still an extremely close race. Lane 5 is also close, very close to lanes 1 and 2.
Lane 1 with the outside sweep. Good effort by all of these girls. Kicking hard, fast tempo.
Lane 1 is going to take the win at a
time of a 121.05.
Great job.
Heat 4 for the ladies, 100-yard freestyle. In lane 1, we have Erin O'Shaughnessy from Lovett, Virginia Jane Holtgren from Lovett in lane 2. She's a middle schooler. And then we have Madison Walker in lane 3 from Lovett, freshman.
It's going to be a close race from the start. All the ladies with great dives.
Lanes 3, 4, and 5 all have a close time by 1 second each. So it should be interesting in those middle lanes.
The middle lanes remaining extremely close to one another.
Virginia Jane staying with the pack. Madison Walker starting to pull away just a little bit with that flip turn, but the Paideia girl catching right back up and even taking the lead.
Virginia Jane is catching back up to the other two lanes. All three of them going into the flip turn at the
Looks like Madison Walker pushed up the wall first, really kicking on the jets right here, building her momentum. Looks like Madison Walker is going to steal the victory here with a time of a 104.48. So a drop of about 0.2 seconds.
Great job, Madison.
Next, I believe we'll be combining the boys and girls 500-yard freestyles. No Lovett swimmer will be in this race. The 500 is 20 laps.
Yeah.
It's a very, very, very long race.
It's very interesting.
It's very, very key for you to pace yourself.
Oh, absolutely.
Make sure you don't go too fast in the early 50s.
It can also be very easy to go overexert yourself in the first 100, which can really ruin the rest of your race.
Yeah.
We've got some other swimmers on the bulkhead right now, counting the laps for these swimmers with the signs.
20 laps is a lot to count in your head.
Oh, absolutely.
So for all the events above, including the 500 and above, require a counter. Senior Pross Watts is a swimmer in the 500, but not today. I am normally his counter. Chances of him listening to me are very, very slim, but I work with what I have.
Of course.
Very immensely proud of what Pross has done this year with the 500, dropping 20 plus seconds in his 500 since the beginning of the season.
We have all the swimmers keeping a great pace currently. Looks like lane 3 is in the lead currently.
Wait,
So as you can tell, it's crucial to breathe after every 2 or 3 strokes in the 500, because if you deprive your body of oxygen, that can really slow you down and ruin the rest of the race.
It's very, very necessary for you, those big muscles like the quads, calves, and biceps to really get that oxygen from when you breathe.
In the faster sprint events, it's easy not to breathe because your body does not require oxygen and it can sustain enough energy. But in longer events like the 500 or 200, your body needs to maintain constant energy production through respiration.
Very, very true, Cooper. Very, very true. We are lane 3 is in the lead, going into our 8th lap. So she is on her 200. She has a 300 more.
This really is a long race. The swimmers are not even halfway done yet. But they are all staying strong with great effort from every single one of them.
Cassie Bailey, no. Sarah Shapiro in lane 3 has a seed time of 5:30.40.
She is coming in to finish her 10th lap, which will be the halfway mark for the 500 free.
Sarah seems to be dying down just a little bit, but the key to a 500 as a distance swimmer is you keep a steady pace throughout the first half, and then you start building each 50 and 50.
Absolutely.
So you get those nice rhythm going, but you still have enough oxygen to keep going. But you just have a lot more energy because you conserved it in the first half, and then you really just let it all loose.
Yes, I really do know from experience how horrible it can be for a race if you use all of your energy in the first 100.
But that's what swimming is. It's a learning experience. It's a teaching point.
I cannot agree more, Avi. You know, really, people say there's a difference between sports and education, but I disagree. I think that sports can really teach you a lot about the human nature and determination.
Yes.
The perseverance.
Teaches you many, many life lessons you'll need.
Of course. Lane 3, coming to finish the 14th lap. You have 6 laps remaining after this one. Lane 5 also coming in to finish the 13th lap and about to begin his 14th.
To my right is a fellow freshman and Lovett swimmer, Madison King. He swims butterfly and pretty much every other stroke.
Yeah.
I'd call him, a team player.
Oh yeah,
but
of course. I was talking about tempo and maintaining a like constant rate, right? And Madison actually knows a lot about that because he's a band student himself. I believe he's in the Ellington Jazz Band. Is that correct, Madison?
Yes.
So in the jazz band, you maintain a constant tempo, which is why I like to compare it to education. It's really all part of the same net.
Yes. Lane 3 coming into her 17th lap. She will have 3 more laps to go. She is currently at a 5:07 right now.
That is the bell signaling.
The bell signifies her last 50, and it also signifies that you are in first place.
It's going to be a real all-out sprint for her with whatever energy she has left now.
If you see the lane 3 counter, he's holding up 2 red blocks.
Yeah.
That's symbolizing that this is your last lap, and you need to go as fast as you can possibly go.
As
And
you can
as much energy as you have left, you need to just leave it all out.
She's really draining the all the energy she has left currently, coming into the strong finish with what looks like to be a low 6-minute time. Oh, it's actually going to be a 5:57.59.
Very, very big ad for Sarah. She was seated with a 5:30, and she finished with a 5:57. That is 27-second ad.
Still a great effort all around. We have lane 5 coming in for his finish, going strong into the wall.
Lane 6 on her 16th lap has a 100 left. She's keeping her nice pace, staying in there strong, giving a all-out effort.
Great job from Mr. Wade Taylor, dropping almost 12 seconds, I believe, on his 500 free, coming in with a 6:33. Great effort from Mr. Wade Taylor. Got lane 6 finishing up her second to last lap here. She is still going strong, showing some great energy conservation here.
Coming into our 18th lap, she'll have a 50 to go, just 2 laps. Starting to pick up the pace a little bit, breathing less.
Yeah. Really, the final lap of the 500 really is just a true endurance test. I might even say an endurance final exam.
I agree. Whatever you have left in that tank, you just leave it all out there.
Yeah, you got to really let out all the fuel. It looks like she's going to come in for
But this
a
is
strong finish.
This is why you practice, Cooper.
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect.
Great to always try your best in practice so you can do well in the distance events like the 500 here. She's going to be coming in.
That's why I think race pace days are really key. That way you can work on the strokes and build up the endurance for those events. Great swim by lane 6, Eagles Landing lady. Excellent job by the ladies and gentlemen. Next up we have the next event is men's 200-yard freestyle relay. In lane 3, we have Blaze Achikar, Cole Arndt, Cal Barwis, and Towner Shunk. I believe that is Cal swimming first. Towner diving in. Cal went a 30.68. Towner really trying to make an effort to catch back up with the 2 Eagles Landing schools teams. Lane 4 really taking the lead now as Blaze in lane 3 for the Lovett Lions tries to catch his way back in the race. Making it somewhat of a race now. Next, there's Cole. He's a diver actually. Just like Cross competed in the 6 or the 11 dive competition, Cole will be competing in the swimming events. Cole really stepping it up here and trying to come back. Cole swimming without a cap or goggles. Really just dies at the end there. Didn't have that much left in the tank. Lovett came in second with a 1:53.77. Also in lane 5, we had the Lovett B, and they finished with a 1:58.48. Next event, event 18, women's 200-yard freestyle relay. In lane 4, we have the B Lovett relay with Catherine O'Brien, Margaret Ann Coleman, Megan O'Shaughnessy, and Raquel Wilkins.
Okay, Kiermaier.
Good start for Catherine O'Brien. Really getting out there early. Paideia really caught up in the first 50, but Margaret Ann Coleman really takes it away. So Cooper, as a swimmer,
Yeah.
Would you explain to me your mental and pre-game ritual that gets you hyped up for every race?
Oh, my pre-game rituals. So usually I just try and get on the block and divert all my focus to the pool. You know, my good luck charm actually before I do a race, which I'm not really sure if it works because I get some pretty bad times every now and then. It's just give my my pinky toe on my right foot actually a nice little a nice little rub. You know, it sounds silly, but that's actually what I do before every race.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Yeah, you know, everyone has their own little thing. You know, what's yours, Avi? What's your ritual?
I just like to be in the zone. You know,
yeah. Couldn't agree more.
I don't like really anyone talking to me because then I get distracted and I want to focus everything on the pool.
Yeah.
Try to leave it all out there. So.
Of course. All your energy going towards that one race. You know. That one race could make the difference between state cut and not a state cut, you know?
I could not agree.
Getting that varsity time and not getting the varsity time, you know?
Could not
it's
agree
really
more.
just...
Thanks, Cameron. Megan O'Shaughnessy finishing the Lovett B relay with the time of a 2:13.47. Excellent job by the ladies. In the second heat of the 200-yard freestyle relay, we have the Lovett A team in lane 4 with Cameron Colavito, Madison Walker, Erin O'Shaughnessy, and Kate Pitfield. Eagles Landing making a strong finish at the end of heat 1 and on to heat 2.
It locked earlier. Somebody must have actually did something.
Strong start from Cameron Colavito, really getting those underwaters in that nice streamline.
Lane 4 is currently at a close pace with lane 1.
Lane 1 seems to be having the lead. Cameron needs to really pick up the pace a little bit, get those arms and legs more activated.
Going to be a close race between Lovett and Eagles Landing.
Next in the water for Lovett, we have Madison Walker, freshman. taking the lead even to a greater extent.
Madison Walker swimming a 50 freestyle.
Yeah. Cameron Colavito coming in a 29 or a 26.84.
Lane 4 is really taking a lead, but it's too close to call the race as
Madison Walker coming in at a 54.71.
you never know who could show up in the water to change the course of the race.
In the water right now, we have Aaron O'Shaughnessy.
As you can see, lane 3 is catching up to lane 4, but lane
Paideia
4 is still maintaining a lead.
Paideia really kicking on the jets here. Lovett needs to win this race.
Like
Aaron needs to kick on the jets a little bit more.
Oh yeah, those jets need to be fully on. It's going to be a close race between lane 4 and 3, Lovett and Paideia.
In the water right now, Kate Pitfield. It's tied right now as Paideia takes the lead by almost half a body length.
Kate Pitfield is going to need a strong turn to take the lead.
Well, you called it, Cooper. She had a strong turn. But
Absolutely.
But the question is, can she execute
She's
off
really
that
going
good
to
turn?
have to use, she's got to flip those jets to on if she wants to take the win. But it looks like lane 3 is going to take the win.
By 157.62. And lane 4, Lovett Lion got a 158.13.
A very close race. Good job, swimmers.
Next event, we have event 19, men's 100-yard backstroke. Cooper, aren't you a backstroker?
Oh, I do backstroke once in a while. You know, it's not my main thing, but I'll just do it every once in a while when I need to fill it in. You know, get a slot to fill. You know, backstroke, what's really important in it is to maintain a fast stroke pace. You know, you got to be doing strokes quickly because that is the main source of the speed.
I know we've emphasized kick really throughout this meet, but backstroke, I would say, is by far one of the events that you need to kick most.
Oh, yeah. It's easy to forget about the kicks when you're doing backstroke, but
especially to keep those hips up,
yep.
so you don't just drag them through the water and just waste time.
Oh yeah. Backstroke flip turns are also a bit more complicated because you need to know the exact location you're going to be after a certain amount of strokes in the flags.
Yeah.
But it looks like lane 3 is maintaining a lead with lane 4 coming in close behind. As you can see, they are both maintaining a strong stroke rate with lots and lots of kicks.
Cooper, what's your stroke count?
My stroke count, I'll usually do about 3 strokes, then flip over before I do my turn.
3 strokes including the freestyle?
No, not including the freestyle. 3 backstroke and 1 freestyle. So it looks like
lane 6 coming with the outside sweep.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming. Jackson Brooks with the no time comes in with the 106.47. And lane 3, 111.45 for Owen Chen. Good swim from the boys. Owen, or Jackson actually has a 14-year-old.
Oh, wow.
You'd think is a middle schooler.
Well then, congratulations to Jackson for swimming up with the high schoolers.
And getting first on the 100 backstroke.
Oh, great work, Jackson.
Not a very easy event.
He clearly has a bright future ahead of him.
Next event, women's 100-yard backstroke. Okay. Next is event 20, women's 100-yard backstroke. First heat, we have 3 swimmers, 2 from Eagles Landing and 1 from Paideia.
Lane 2 Paideia is taking the lead currently with a close race between lanes 3 and 4.
Lane 2 really emphasizing what me and Cooper were talking about, the kick. As you can see on your screen, she is keeping her hips up and really finding her rhythm with that kick.
Coming out of that turn with the knees tucked. It's crucial to have your knees tucked, so you can have a nice compact turn that is quick and efficient. She is coming out of the turn with a strong lead, going into her final backstroke turn, taking 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5th freestyle stroke. Coming out of the turn.
Lane 2 in the lead by almost a full length ahead of everyone, securing the first place spot of a 1:29, 1:30.2. Lanes 2 and 3, or
Lanes 3 and 4,
3 and
actually,
4.
Avi.
My bad, Cooper.
Of
Lanes
course.
3 and 4 from Eagles Landing coming in with a strong finish. Nice job all around from the ladies. We got a little switch in
I will
commentators
now
here.
be turning over the mic to my good friend and colleague, Charlie Coker.
Charlie, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you, Avi. Great to be here.
I heard your nickname is Charlie the Stallion.
Yeah, either Charlie the Stallion or Charlie the Bullet.
Charlie the Bullet.
Yeah.
Does you go like zoom through the water?
Yeah, I zoom through the water.
Interesting, interesting. For Heat 2 of the girls, no Lovett swimmers, but let's see what these ladies can do. Lane 3 coming out with a strong lead. So Charlie, I heard you do backstroke for the Lovett Lions.
I dabble in backstroke.
Dabble? Interesting. Take me through your pre-race routine or your mental state.
So for my pre-race, I know it's going to be a long 100. Backstroke is very tiring. Got the kicking going on, got the arms. Got to make sure you're in. Get your countdown when you see the flags. You get a proper flip turn. So what I really do is I just kind of run through my 100. I go through each turn and I plan out what I want to do. So I know when I see the flags, when I got to do my flip turn, I know the exact number of strokes I do before I flip over, and I just kind of get in the mindset of just having to grind through a hard race. But I know in the end, it's going to be worth it.
So similar to what I do, I also like to visualize the race, before. That's actually how I got the steak cut, which you helped me with.
Yeah.
I couldn't have done it without you. Coming in first place, Lane 3 from Whitfield at a time of 1:21 with a 9-second drop. Coming in second, Lane 4, Carolyn from Landmark Christian, getting with a 1:44.79 with a 11-second add. All around, good swim from the ladies. That concludes, actually, that does not conclude the backstroke. We have one more heat of the 100 backstroke for the women.
And lane 3 and 4 in this heat, they have a 0.16th of a second difference, so this should be a good race.
Both of them from Lovett, and then lane 2 we have Harper Finch from Lovett with a 1:17.93.
Sit back, this should be a good race.
Should be. Great start from both Charlotte Lee and Lila Nelson.
Lane 4, Lila Nelson, is actually in middle school, and she's a great swimmer. and her being in this race is really cool because she's being able to keep up with the most competitive heat in backstroke. So we hope she has a good race.
Charlotte Lee taking the early lead, but Lila not far behind as they almost flip at the same time. In backstroke, rotation and kicking, I would say, is by far the most important thing. Because without that rotation, you don't get that rhythm, and you can't go as fast as you would normally do.
Heading into the last about like 10 meters of the race, Charlotte Lee has the lead, but who knows? They're pretty much head to head.
Lila taking that late comeback and touches first
by 0.01 seconds. Lila Nelson is Charlotte Lee is the winner of this race.
That was a very, very fun race to watch.
0.01 seconds.
Good race from all three of those Lovett Lions. Next event, event 21, the men's 100-yard breaststroke. We got a change in commentator. To my right, Cal Barwis, senior.
Hey, what's up, Bobby?
So, Cal, you are a senior, and this happens to be your last race.
Yeah,
last
also
meet at Lovett.
First year. It's a lot different than any other sport I've done.
Take me back to your season and just explain some of the highlights of your senior year.
Well, the highlights of my senior year. So I came in here thinking I knew how to swim. I actually placed 58th in the state when I was 12 in backstroke. So I thought I would be able to come in here and put up something, but turns out I had to relearn how to swim. So spent like 2 or 3 weeks with Miss King in lane 1, chilling. And then lane 1 just became a culture, and that was kind of the highlight of my season, lane 1.
Interesting. So tell me some of the events that you compete in.
Well, I only do freestyle. Coach keeps putting me in the 100s. Tonight I kind of let myself down on my last 50 relay because I couldn't get out of the 100, but it's all good. PR'd in 3 out of my 4 races today. PR'd in 50 free twice and then 100 free.
I'm pretty sure that'll get you your varsity cut or your varsity letter.
I don't know. It's not about that. It's just about having fun and chilling with lane 1.
Interesting. In lane 3, Tyler Lamberson comes in with a clutch win.
That's a lane 1 fella right there. Lane 1, baby.
With the time of a 1:21.79 with an 8-second drop.
Lane 1, Tyler Lamberson, Charlie Coker, Noah, Morgan, and me. It hits different in lane 1.
Interesting. And in the next heat, we got Pross Watts in lane 3 for Lovett. Is also a fellow senior. Do you and Pross hang out a lot?
Yeah, Pross and I are kind of school friends, but being on the team with them this year, I've really been close to a lot of these guys I usually don't hang out with. Pross kind of, like at one point I was like, I don't know if I want to do it anymore going into the season, but Pross was like, nah, do it. So Pross has kind of just been the team leader for me personally, the senior leader this team needed.
I'd also agree as a fellow swimmer. Going into the 50 with a 32.13. Pross is seated with a 110.9.
Man, he's flying.
I believe the state cut is a 109. Let's see if he can do it here. Certainly seems doable.
Seems doable. He's got to crank it up a little bit. Oh, he is.
Last 10 meters. Really pushing it. Will he
Push
get it?
He's right there.
109.7. So close. 0.2
That's
off.
close. He's definitely going to be able to get that in Athens.
Yeah, I do think so.
Oh, he's pissed.
Excellent swim by Pross, though, giving us a great time drop. Event number 22 now, women's 100-yard breaststroke. We got 3 heats of this. First heat, we don't have a. We do not have a Lovett swimmer.
Man, that just shows you how powerful this Lovett swim team is this year. just coming in here, no one in the heat won. Pretty impressive.
I would also agree. Paideia taking the early lead. Seated with a 149.55.
And Paideia is just killing the competition out there.
Almost a full pool length in front of them.
Yeah.
One of the keys to breaststroke really is just getting that rhythm going and getting that nice glide. So you don't use your legs too much or your arms too much, but you get that right perfect amount where you can speed through the water.
Yeah, you gotta have a certain amount of grace. It's more of a technique stroke than just kind of muscling it out. Just makes it a lot more skilled.
Most definitely.
This girl's killing it. What's the second heat time?
143. Or 141 is the winning time.
Yeah, I don't know why she's not on this. It's about to PR by a lot. I don't know, maybe. Gotta crank it up.
See, as you can see, she's really getting into that rhythm, getting that 1 to 2 second glide.
Oh, and this looks like a PR.
Most definitely is. Paideia, Megan Walter coming in at first with the time of a 1:43, 6-second drop.
Man,
Well
that's
done.
great. She would have came in second, actually, or no, third. Yeah, third in the heat two. Pretty good. Who are not NT? What does that mean?
That means a no time.
Oh, no time?
First
That's
time
their first
swimming.
time?
But Catherine is a breaststroker from last year. I
Oh.
remember on the middle school team. She
Oh,
swam
okay.
breaststroke.
Oh, that's the middle schooler that got pulled up? She's seventh or eighth
No,
grade?
she's a 9th grader, but
Oh,
last year when I swam on middle school, she was a breaststroker.
Who was the middle schoolers that get pulled up?
It was Georgia Hay Kimberly. She's actually in the heat 3.
Yeah.
And then Aldrich Zhang
Yeah.
and Virginia Jane Holgren.
That's great. Yeah.
Next heat, heat 2 of 3 in the 100 breaststroke for the girls.
This
We
is
have Margaret Ann Coleman in lane 4 for Lovett.
Lane 2 out to an early lead, but lane 3 is right there next to her. Yeah, same team.
Lane 2 really, or lane 3 actually,
Yeah.
really pulling away. Lanes 4 and 5 catching up to lane 2.
Yeah, and 2, they're all right there with lane 3.
Margaret Ann starting to pull away for Lovett, trying to get that second place spot to score some points for her team.
This Margaret Ann's last meet?
I believe so.
Yeah, and then track 2 weeks. Not the next Monday, but the week after.
So, Cal, I hear you are a 3-sport athlete.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. 3-sport athlete. I'm a 3-year letter winner in football, a 4-year letter in track, and maybe a first-year letter this year in swimming. First time doing it. But
I know swimming and football are two opposite sports, but it's kind of the same mindset going into each game or going to each race. How would you compare swimming and football in that sense?
Yeah, I mean, swimming, people say football is a team sport, but it's a lot of individual because, you have to do your job, and in your mind, like, the only way you could do that is doing the best you can every single rep. And that's kind of the same thing on swim. It's just you in the water out there. It's not like in football where you have to block out everyone else in your mind, like all the fans and all. Swimming, it's just you. And it's been also a lot different playing for a sport that just, like, football is so big, I love it. It's just such a big sport, and swimming just doesn't give very much. It's kind of just, it brings a new perspective almost just to what it all Lovett needs to change in the future and what we need to do better just about how to get every sport. Because I'll tell you, some of these swimmers might be some of the toughest kids I ever met just because this sport's hard. You can't just come out here and just swim.
For
Like,
sure, for sure. Endurance-wise, do you think it's same, or do you think football is a little harder, swimming is a little harder?
I mean, the football practice are 3 hours, but you kind of get into a groove. Swimming, it felt like it was something new every day I was doing, so definitely got my heart rate up a lot higher.
Interesting. Well, thank you, Cal, so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Avi.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a
for you
pleasure.
on the swim team.
Yeah.
Cal Barwis, everyone.
Oh, yeah, CAO and then BARWIS.
I believe that was the end of the Heat 3 for, actually, no, this upcoming heat is Heat 3 of the final heat of the 100-yard breaststroke. We got Georgia Hay Kimberly, who is a middle schooler coker, and Catherine O'Brien, who's a 9th grader. Both, well, Georgia Hay has a 1:25, but she's a middle schooler, so time doesn't count. But Catherine O'Brien's got a no time, and she's seated in the last heat. So let's see what she can pull out of this race.
Yeah, this should be a good race.
Excellent starts and pullouts for Georgia Hay and Catherine. Really getting that tempo set and that kick set.
You can really see how they glide after every kick, try to get the most distance out of their kick. That breaststroke kick is really challenging, and it's tough to consistently do it, so the glide really helps.
Catherine O'Brien taking the huge lead by like half a body length, really getting that tempo going, like I said earlier.
Coming into the last 25, Catherine O'Brien is has taken a huge lead. You can see how she's gotten into a really good groove. Her kicks look really good, her glides, her arms, so overall really good race.
Great finish by Catherine O'Brien at the 1:15.85. She beat my 100 breaststroke time. Georgia Hay, the middle schooler, coming in at a 1:23 with a 2-second drop. Excellent swim by the girls. Cal, it's great having you on the team.
All right, that wraps up the 100 breaststroke for women, and now we go into the 400-yard freestyle relay.
These are the final two events of the home meet for the seniors. Last home meet for the seniors.
I believe this 400-yard freestyle relay is combined between boys and girls.
I believe so also, yes.
So, yeah, this will be the last race of the night.
Last race of the night.
So, yeah.
In, I believe, lane 6, we have Madison King, Noah Claxton, Brett Hull, Towner Shunk. And lane 3, we have, Harper Finch, Aaron O'Shaughnessy, Kate Pitfield, MK Schmershel. And then in lane 6, we already stated the boys. 2 Lovett teams competing in this final event.
Lane 6 out to an early start.
Should be a very good one.
That is Madison King out there, starting off for the Lovett boys team.
Lovett girls falling behind, doing breaststroke in the 400 free relay. looks like they don't have enough swimmers, so they're just swimming random strokes. Looks like Lovett girls are automatically disqualified from this race because I believe MK is sick. Noah Claxton for the boys heading into the second 100 of the relay.
Noah is a freshman this year, and he has improved like greatly throughout the season. So just want to congratulate Noah on a great year. A lot of improvement.
He's a very lovable guy too.
Yeah,
very enthusiastic,
yeah.
very humble, very
when practices
likable.
are going tough, yeah, he's always the first guy to put a smile on your face. He's a funny dude. Yeah, so hopefully he closes out this race strong.
Right now, the Lovett boys in lane 6 are in first. I would just like to state that any rebroadcast, reproduction, or other use of the pictures and accounts of this game broadcast without the express written consent of the athletic director at the Lovett School is strictly prohibited. Noah falling to a close race in lanes 5 and 6 with both boys relays. Let's see if Brett Hull can give us that lead back.
Yeah, just like Noah, Brett is a senior and I'm a sophomore, and Brett's been like, this is my first year on the team, and Brett's been the guy to just like lead me through it and tell me what to expect. And he's one of those guys who like is really relatable, and even though he's such a better swimmer than me, I feel like we have like the same mindset before the races, and he's just one of those guys that are, even though he's 2 years older than me, he still like thinks of me as he doesn't like look down on me. He just like treats me as just another guy, and thank you, Brett, for that.
Brett really killing it on this 100, smoking the other guys by like half a pool length, coming into his last 10 meters of the race, and Towner Shunk takes it as the anchor to hopefully win this race for us.
Yeah, now Kate Pitfield in lane 3 is doing backstroke, so looks like they're having a good time out there.
Just, yeah, having fun. Last home meet of the season.
Yeah, group of seniors just having a good time.
Towner coming into his last 50 of his career at the Lovett School for swimming. He will be attending Athens next week, or next 2 weekends, trying to hopefully get his state cut in the 100 breaststroke. Towner coming in the last 5 meters. Boys finishing with a time of a 4:02.71, a drop of 4 seconds. And that concludes Brett Hull's and Towner Shunk's season at the Lovett School for swimming. Like I said before, this has been a very fun meet for the seniors and kids who won't be returning after this meet. We're going to miss the seniors, obviously. They might be accompanying us with Athens and the state meet, but congrats to all the seniors on a great season. And we hope you do well in college, and we'll see you again some other time.
And yeah, these group of seniors they're incredible guys, and just shout out to my boy Cal, who was on the mic earlier. This was his first year swimming like me, and this is me and his last meet. I'll be doing swimming next year, but this is Cal's this was Cal's last meet, and just like the energy he brought to our lane, and just the smile he had in his face every day, and like the courage he had to just try a new sport. And yeah, so thank you.
This wraps up our last home meet of the season. Congratulations to all the seniors. We hope everyone had a fun meet, and We'll see you next time on the Love It broadcast.